Hello, everyone, and welcome to a weekly message from Jesus. Each week, we're honored to be able to channel the words of our Lord. My name's Barry Strom, and we've been doing this for quite a few years, so we have a lot of other shows available. We did a great show Friday night. Our guide Laura came through and gave us future predictions. If you missed it, it's on Pathways to Heaven. So, our Father's here. Let us begin. Hello, everyone. Yes, I would also recommend that you checked in on that show that Barry did Friday night on his Pathways to Heaven show. I gave Laura instructions to give some information that had never been given before, and I think if you take time, you will probably enjoy listening to it. So what does the future hold for everyone? Well, you know what your future is. Human lives are short. Your soul's going to return to heaven. But what happens to humans in the future? That's definitely up in the air right now because, as you know, I gave you all free will. And there are many individuals using their free will to show incredible amounts of hatred, animosities, jealousies, all of the things that will basically destroy human evolution. All you need to do is follow my simple words, but there are so many people that probably don't even care about my simple words. They only care what they want, but their idea of what happiness is. To many, it's power, political power, military power, having control over others. Now, why is it that having control over others is so important? I never had control over others. I gave others free will. If I wanted to have control, I can do it. I have incredible amounts of power, but I choose not to. I gave humans free will so that they could make their own decisions. I chose not to have great control over those that I spoke to. When I walked the earth, I would speak to crowds of people, and there would always be individuals that would walk away, that would refuse to listen. Some would even try to be violent towards me. Of course, I had quite a few disciples around me that protected me, but there were still those who would just refuse to pay attention. I truly wish that many more people, more humans, would pay attention to what I have to say. I'm speaking to you this morning. It's a miracle. Barry brings you miracles every week. 3 times a week, he brings miracles where spirits in heaven speak directly to you. That's the only way you can think of it. Many people think that he's faking, that he's reading all this, but I can assure you that he's not. Today, he is speaking the words that I want you to hear. I want you to stop and think about your lives. That is one of the most important things that any human can do, is decide exactly what they want to do with their lives, how they want to spend it. What is your concept of happiness? Is your concept of happiness having multiple mansions, boats, lots of money, partying all the time? Well, that's not my concept. Emulate what I did. I lived a very simple life. Now, yes, I must admit that when I lived, lives were much more simple. But there were many things that were the same. The Roman army was very strong and could inflict its will over anyone that it chose to inflict it upon. You saw what happened to me. When they thought that there was no other way out, they put me on a cross and they took my life. But I resurrected. I came back. I did exactly what I knew I was going to do. So my life plan was different from anybody else's life plan. But what I want you to do is emulate my life plan. Speak well of others. Don't show jealousies. Don't show hatred. Don't show anger. Do all the things that bring goodwill to you. Yes, I'm going to say it. Don't do anything that you don't want done to yourself. You see, I said it a little differently there, but you get the message. You should. I say it every week. And many of you that take time to listen, you do a wonderful job. You actually do try to follow my words, and I'm so proud of you. Many of you have great problems in your lives. There's no doubt. Governments have gone out of their way to make things difficult for you. You're taxed. Many of you are having trouble making ends meet. Many of you have great personal problems in your families. But these are all things that have to be faced. The first step to facing all of your problems is to pray and ask me for guidance. Ask me if there's anything I can do to help you. There may be, there may not be. Depends what's in your life plan. But then all of you that are listening, you've heard these words before and you understand. But it never hurts to ask. Ask what is in your heart. Have a conversation with me. Say what you want to. Do all of the things that you need to do to make yourself spiritually happy. Following my words, lay the foundation of faith. All the things that I speak of every week, that's what's very important. Try to have moments of calm, of quiet, of contemplation. Try to find a quiet place in your home or outside or wherever you can find silence, and try to focus on how you want to live the rest of your life. No one knows how long their life is going to last. That's the great uncertainty. No one will ever know their exact time of death. You may know when the day happens and you start to feel the symptoms of dying, but don't fear. Don't let those final moments be of fear. Let them be of rejoicing. Let them know that you're about to see your loved ones that went before you, that you're about to be free of pain, that your suffering is over. Because when you come to the miraculous place that you refer to as heaven, it's going to be an incredible experience for you because you have chosen to listen to my words. Many people don't. Many people fear death. Many people will go to great lengths to avoid having their soul pass from their body. But it doesn't do any good. No matter what you do, you are going to pass. No matter what happens, you are going to enter heaven. There's no way around it. You may believe you won't, but you will. You may believe that you will, and you will, because you are coming to heaven. Have no doubts. That is the one law of nature, physical law, however you want to refer to it. But that is the one prediction that will take place for everyone in their lives. Your soul will leave your body at a time of passing, and it will come to heaven, and you will be told how you lived your life. All of you that are listening, I don't think any of you really should have great fears of what you're going to hear from your judges when you return. Many people fear that they're not doing enough to serve me. If you're doing your best, you are certainly doing what I want of you. I want you to have time with your families. I want you to take time to teach others, to teach the young, to be with them. Senior citizens have lived a long life and have much experience. They have many things that they can tell the young. Of course, the young think they know a lot more than the old people, as they refer to them. But they have experience. And you, those of you that are increasing in age, and that is most of you that are listening, you can go out and you can use your experience, what's happened to you in your life. All of you have had great successes. If you believe in me, that is truly a great success. Tell others how that has changed your life. Because ever since you believed in me and actually do in your heart, you found happiness. you find calm. Whenever you're praying, it's a time of calm for you because you're communicating with us here in heaven. You see, heaven's all around you, and there's no hell, but you all know that. The religions throughout time have created things to bring fear to individuals. When I walked the earth, I never said, fear me. I never said, fear God. I always said, love one another, love God, love me, love the words that I'm speaking, love your families. Love is the answer. If everyone would show love to everyone else, there wouldn't be any violence, there wouldn't be hatreds. As you know, the hatreds today run very, very deep. Wars are being waged, and there's nothing like a war to create deep hatreds. When you kill family members, it's something that's not forgiven or forgotten. The members of those that are killed in war, they create great hatreds, and it's going to be generational. In many ways, hatred brings caution towards that country. If that country kills the family member and then loses the war, quite often the countries are punished. And quite often the punishment leads to more war because the people rise up and you create all these situations, and sometimes it's like a whirlwind that you can't get out of. So the question is, don't create the whirlwind yourself. There are whirlwinds in nature. Mother Nature, sometimes situations come together where there's whirlwinds. But there don't have to be whirlwinds that are created by humans. All you have to do is follow my words. I come to you each week. I try to give my messages, and I try to speak in different terms, and I try to tell it in different ways. But the foundational teachings, they're always the same. They never change. Religions can be magnificent places of social interaction and of learning of me, or they can be places where lessons are taught that will not help an individual. There will be people, they take over businesses, they take over religions, and all they want is power. But you know what is the truth. Simplicity is the truth. You know the truth when you hear it. I hope you understand lies when you're hearing them as well. Because today I think you're hearing more lies than you are truth. The only real place that you hear truth is on the messages that Barry brings you from the spirits. They never lie. They always tell the truth. Many people don't want to hear the truth because they disagree with it. Many people fear the truth because it's easier to lie. Many people have lied all their lives, and they fear the truth. But on the day they die, they're going to hear the truth, so they might as well get used to it. The truth is coming. You cannot hide from it, just the same as you cannot hide from death. Death is the time where the final judgment comes for this life, but you'll have future lives and there'll be future judgments. Those that have served me many times in their lives, they're rewarded when they return. Many of those that bring you messages and try to change your lives, they're from upper levels of my heaven because they've done this many times before. There are many individuals walking the earth that are trying to help you at this time, because it is only through using my words to help others that you can advance in heaven. Many people don't even believe in heaven. It's hard to believe. Well, that is the truth. Many people don't think there's an afterlife. Many people don't think I walked the earth. Many don't believe that I resurrected. But I did. I truly walked the earth. I died on a cross and I resurrected. I can say it very fast. The process took some time. But the results have lasted for thousands of years. You see, I knew what was going to happen. I had individuals that I so trusted around me, my disciples, my followers. And there were many followers whose names have been lost to history. I had many people that were with me that knew my words and that helped after my passing to keep my words alive. Many times my words have been changed through the years. We talk about this all the time, but the basic concepts have not changed. If you just simply rely on the basic concepts of my teachings, the love aspects of everything, helping others, being kind, doing all the common sense things that I talk about, then that's really all you need. Each individual is personally responsible for their soul path. The decisions that each individual makes, that is the only thing that is truly important. When you make decisions to follow my words, you have made the ultimate life plan. It may vary from the life plan we sent you back with, but you have the life plan that assures that your soul is going to be very successful when it returns to heaven. And that's all that's really important in your life. Everyone is going to have grief in their lives. They will probably lose their parents, their grandparents. There may be great sicknesses in their life. Some of the greatest minds have been sent back with terrible physical afflictions because it's a test. Some of these great minds, because of their physical afflictions, have decided that God could not possibly exist. But you see, it was a test, and that was a test that they failed. Even the most intellectual people will fail tests of faith. You can never blame God. Always blame yourself. God, I am neutral. I don't really affect things. I could. I gave you free will, and that free will, that is what affects your life. Use your free will to teach the young. I speak of this every week because the young are so vitally important to the future. The young are the future. There's no other way around it. The children of today grow up to be the leaders of tomorrow. If they are taught of me, if they don't do anything that they don't want done to themselves, if they want to help others, they're going to be magnificent leaders. Magnificent leaders can actually make huge changes. They can build great karmas for countries that last. And when these countries have great karma, good karmas, then evolution is assured. But when countries build terrible karmas, I'm going to use North Korea as an example. Those poor people, they are so mistreated. They are living under the worst of dictators. They are suffering every day of their life, and they do not even understand, many of them, what an indoor toilet is. Think about living under those conditions. But you see, quite often people that are in those conditions have done things in prior lives, and that can be a karma that they're working off in this life. So don't create bad karmas. It's almost that simple. If you create good karmas in this life, good karmas will come to you in your future lives. If you do things to harm others, then you're going to be harmed in your future life in ways similar to what you did to those that you harmed in this life. If you have excess funds, use them to help others. Quite often, the greatest help can be done locally. Check out the shelters. There are religious institutions that do great charity roles. Many of the churches are wonderful. Many of them have wonderful people in them. The social interactions are incredibly good. There are churches that are going to tell you they're the only path to heaven. That is not correct. So go out, live your life, contemplate how you're going to do better. Contemplate how you're not going to do worse. There's many ways to think of it. Go take a walk in the woods. If you're near the ocean, put your feet in the sand. Love the miracles that I've brought to you. They're all going to help you find calm and peace in your life. There's so much turmoil that's taking place, so moments of tranquility are incredibly important for everyone. Show your love for others. Don't be afraid to tell them that you love them. Tell them that you care about them. Go out of your way. Simple things. Open the door for a senior citizen. Help them if they're having trouble getting up. Just do the simple things. And especially love me, love God. If you do that, you have made the most massive step that you can ever take in following the words and the life that I want you to have, so that you find ultimate happiness when you return. That is my goal. I want you, when you return, to have a great, great review and advance in my realms. So thank you so much. I always enjoy bringing you these miracles. Many people say they've never seen a miracle, but you've heard one. So do what you can. Tell others of it. Bring as many to hear these messages as you can. We'll be back again next week, and we will speak again. I'm not sure what we'll speak about, but you enjoy it. Have a blessed week. I bless all of you. May love come into all of your lives. Goodbye. They're always great. It's about all I can say. So we'll be back again next week. Have a truly blessed week. Show love to those around you, to the children. Meditate, find calm in your lives. Goodbye, and thank you so much for listening.